أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن استنى بسنته إلى يوم الدين. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters. Alhamdulillah, we start by praising Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we send our salam and salawat on Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive our sins and shortcomings, and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept this time and efforts that all of us are giving for the sake of Allah, to learn the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as good deeds and have mercy on us in this world and in the akhirah, inshallah ta'ala. So Alhamdulillah, brothers, we are doing our present tense studies. I think the week before last week, we started the present tense, and I said there's a different version of the present tense, and we're going to look at that topic today. So as we always do, we're going to do a quick review because we missed 1 week last week, and then we'll start from where we finished the week before last week, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. So if we look at the slides now, this is what we started. We did with the past tense. We talked about Jumla Ismiya and failure, and we also talked about the Kana and Laisa, if you remember. And then we have the present tense, okay? And present tense, just like past tense, also follow the same pronoun charts. But only thing is different that, past tense change at the end, and present tense change at the beginning and in the end, both places, okay? So that is the difference. So we look at the present tense. So you can see, there's, 6 or 4 of them start with ya, and then 2 of them is a and na, then ana and nahnu, and the rest is ta, okay? And if you remember, the exception is that, anti tansurina. So this is the ina one of the ina one. So do not make a mistake with this one, because this is the only one that's ina. And hiya and anta is the same. Hiya meaning feminine gender singular, and also anta for you masculine is the same. Okay, so this is the chart we did, and I think after that we did some exercise. And so we're gonna jump onto the exercise quickly, and then we can go from there. These are the combinations, as you can see here: ya plus u, ta plus u, ta plus u, ya plus ani. And I mentioned before that ani and una is very works similar that we learned our our Muslim una chart. Okay, so it still follow kind of the same pattern. Okay, and this is some of the things that we did last week. I mean the week before we did all of this. And then we also talked about that the same rule applies to the present tense in terms of maf'ul and maf'ul bihi, and in terms of the jumla filia components. These are all similar type of things. Okay, so you can see here. Yeah, and we talked about the iya that comes in Fatiha that we say every day, and then we also said that this iya comes in different places in the Quran, but the one common place that all of us know is the Surah Fatiha, and I explained that why iya has been given, because iya is just like a placeholder, like a chair that holds the maf'ul bihi ka in this example. Okay, the attached pronoun. And then the rest of the jumla is there. Jumla filia, the present tense is there. Okay. Now, if you see, there are 2 more versions of the present tense: light and lightest. Okay, so that's why the present tense makes a bit more challenging than the past tense. Past tense doesn't have any form. Okay, it's the only one form. Present tense has 2 forms: light and lightest. If you remember, we talked about light and heavy long time ago, right? Where we had the light chart, the heavy chart, and then we take the noon sound out, and it became the light. Okay, or the una ina become u or e, right? Ana ani become a, un and in become singular, right? Like one fatha, one kasra, one dhamma. Just like that, very similar to that, not exactly the same. The present tense also change. And the light and lightest, there are reasons for to become a light and lightest, right? And obviously, we're going to see some of the harf that make it light and some of the harf that make it lightest, okay? So we're going to look at that. So for normal is yansuru, meaning he helps, and the light is yansura. Okay, so this the last haraka u become a. Okay, this is for what you call the pronoun he, hua version. Okay, the formula for the all the 14 words is not the same. Okay, so we're going to look at them. Okay, we're going to look at them, and then I mean, it's not that u will always become a. It's not that. So we have the whole chart, and I will show you soon, inshallah taala. And the lightest of yansuru is yansur. Okay, with the sukun. Okay, yansurani, yansurani, the dual one. What will be the light one? Who can guess? Yansurani, the light will be
Yansura.
Yansura. Yes, that's right. So just like the same formula that we used in Muslimani, right? It's the same. And the easiest thing here, the lightest is also the same. Lightest is also the same because there's nothing else to cut off. Okay, because Yansura is like that's the light and lightest form. So the light and lightest is the same. Then how are you going to know when you light? It will go. We'll know through the harf, and the harfs are coming in next slides. Okay. Also, we have Yansuruna, Yansuruna. So just like that, Yansuru and Yansuru. Okay, Yansuru, just like that. So most of the out of the 14, they follow the same thing. So Ani and Una become U and A. Okay, only the singular one has different form, and we're gonna look at them now. So the light version for fail mudare is ended with u, which is for the huwa, hiya, anta, ana, nahnu. So huwa yansuru, hiya tansuru, okay, anta tansuru, okay, ana ansuru, nahnu nansuru. Okay, so all of this normal version is u. So all of them will now end with a fatha. So Yansu. So whatever, these are the five out of the 14. These are the five. Ana, nahnu, anta, meaning I, we, you masculine, she feminine, and he masculine. All of these five has the light and the lightest version, meaning their light version is a, and the lightest will be the sukun. All the fail mudare that ends with noon, for example, huma, hum, antuma, antum, anti, will now drop the noon. Will now drop the noon, meaning ani become a, una become u, okay? And the two fail mudare that are plural feminine, antunna, hunna and antunna, like yansurna, okay, and tansurna and yansurna, okay. This will remain the same, meaning they are very similar to the non-flexible concept, like their light and lightest is the same. So those two feminine exclusive, hunna and antunna, is stays same for light version and the lightest version as well. For the lightest, the huwa, hiya, anta, ana, nahnu will end with a sukun, and the other one will drop the noon, so same as number 2, and the plural feminine hunna will remain the same. Okay, so it's not that difficult, meaning what I'm trying to say that not everything is changing. The una and ani, those five of them, okay, as the brother answered, just like our Muslim chart that we learn in second week, right? So just drop the noon, and their light and lightest version is same. And the feminine, two feminine plural. There are only two feminine plural. Hunna, all of the feminine, okay, and all of you feminine, antunna. They do not change. They exclusive. So their light and lightest is the same. So normal, light, lightest, all three are same version. Okay. So the only thing changed three types is those first. Who here? He, she, I, you, masculine you, and we. They get in normal version, in light normal version, they have u sound. Light version, they have a sound, and the lightest has the sukun. Lightest has the sukun. Okay. So those are the five that you have to remember, the light and the lightest. The other ones, so two of them doesn't change at all, so you don't have to remember anything, and the other five just drops the noon in both light and the lightest version. Okay. Bear with me one second. So this is the chart. Can you just give me 1 second? I have a call coming from my work. Sorry. Okay, sorry, brothers. Actually, I have a coming work call coming. I'm just we are going to. I don't know if you know that I work in IT. and we are going through like a big project, and it's going live in 4 weeks. So that's why I couldn't take session last week. Also, every day it's very busy. Anyway, I'll try to finish today as early as possible because I have to jump into and log in from home. But inshallah, I'll try to finish today's lesson as soon as possible, and then we can come back and review if you don't mind, inshallah. Okay. So this is the chart that we can see that we have all the three versions. So Hua, Yansuru, Yansura, and Yansur. Okay. And these one just dropping the noon, the middle ones. Okay. And look at this. Hunna, Yansurna, Yansurna, Yansurna. Antunna, Tansurna, Tansurna, Tansurna. All three versions are same. The only time the three version has three different things is Hua, Hiya, Ana, Nahnu, Anta. I, you, we, and he, she. Okay, and you is the masculine you. Okay, okay. And you even look anti tansurina, the ina, you just drop the noon. Okay, that's it. Just to follow the same pattern. Okay. Now let's talk about this the light harf. There are four light harf, meaning they makes the fail mudare present tense light. An means two, and they have their own meaning. And means this two is not I am going to school. It's not the direction to. This two means like, for example, to write is a good habit. To sleep early is a good habit. So that too. So, in English, there's different types of two. If I say I'm running to the mosque, that means I'm a direction. I'm going there. This is not that two. There's another two, which is like it makes a verb sounds like a noun, right? Like to talk in a nice way is a sign of a polite manner. Okay, just giving an example. Okay, so that is the two an, and an has a lot of implication. Towards the end of the course, inshallah ta'ala, we're going to talk about an a little bit more, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, lan means will not. Lan means will not. Very important. Remember, we said that in Arabic there is no future tense. It depends on the context. Okay, this is some of the context, some of the clue that will tell you that this is in future tense, because there is no future tense. Okay, present tense and future tense is the same. But when you see this kind of harf, these are not the only reasons. Sometimes it looks like a normal present tense, but because of the context, it translates as a future tense. But if you see the lan means will not. Okay, it's a negative future. Okay, so that means it's in future. Okay, lan. Okay, likai means so that, in order to, any of these two. Okay, and hatta, remember hatta is a harf of jar. It's the same hatta. So that hatta used with ism, the harf of jar. Okay, hatta matlail fajr. Salamun hiya hatta matlail fajr. Okay, fajr. So that is the hatta for hatta, harf of jar. There are hatta also can be used for present tense, and that also means the same thing, until, to the point. Okay, these are the four harf that makes the things light. Okay, so an, lan, likai, hatta. Now likai has a little bit tricky thing. Likai sometimes use like likai, the whole word. Sometimes you use as li. Okay, only the word li is, the letter li is used. That also means the same thing. Sometimes it only use kai. Okay, kai, the last two letters. Okay, so likai meaning is so that or in order to, and it's a light harf, not light, it's light harf. Okay, but sometimes it used as li and kai. Now when it get used as li, that makes it things a bit more complicated, because we have different types of li already. Li means for, there's a la for emphasis also, so this is another li. But when you see the use of li and see what is the next word after it, is it a ism, is it a harf, is it a present tense, then okay, this is what it means. So because the li followed by present tense is this li, not li for. Okay, the li for is a harf of jar, just like hatta. Okay, so you can see some of the example here. Yuriduna yukhrajakum min ardikum. Okay, I'm going to skip the examples now, because I just have to close the session now. I'm just going to show you the lightest harf, then we're going to next week, inshallah, we're going to do the examples, and we'll go through the Quran. The lightest harf, a bit more than the light harf, is in lam. Sorry, give me 1 second. Sorry. Okay, sorry for that. So yeah, in lam, lamma, wal, falli. So these are the lightest. In means if. Lam means did not. This is a very crucial one. We are talking about present tense. We are talking about present tense lightest harf. But the lam push the present tense to past tense negative. So that we got one there, lan, which means will not. It pushes the meaning in future negative. And we have one lightest harf called lam. Okay, okay. That one makes did not. Lam yalid wa lam yulad. Lam yalid. Lam yalid. Okay. Allah did not begot, or he's not been begotten. Okay, like Allah haven't given birth to anybody, or he is not born from anything. Okay, from the Kul Huwallahu Ahad, that Surah Al-Ikhlas. Lam yalid. Okay. So this lam means did not, but it is a lightest harf, and it is followed by a present tense. That is in the lightest form. Lightest form. Okay. Lamma. Lamma is also not yet. And if you think of not yet kind of a meaning giving like in the past tense. So, if you ask me, brother, have you had your dinner yet? I say, no, I haven't had it yet, brother. So that means something in the past I'm supposed to do. You are expecting that I should have dinner, but have you prayed your Isha yet? Okay, not yet, brother, not yet. I haven't done it. So although it's present tense, I'm saying it in the present, but it gives the meaning that it should have been done before, but I haven't done it. Okay, that's what lamma means. Okay, now wa means and la means wal means should. Okay, fal means then should, and li means should. There's another li here. This is the same li, similarly as the likai also. Okay, so li can be light harf, li can be lightest harf as well. Okay, and wal, so wa and lam, as you can see, between wa and lam there could be something else, so they don't come together like this. Okay, fal also sometimes comes by itself, sometimes there is things in between them. Okay, so and should, then should, and should, and should, then should, and should. Okay, so in lam, lamma, wal, fal, and li. Okay, so let's look at some examples. In can sometimes affect to fail and gives the if and then meaning. Okay, so what he's saying is whenever you use if, like say if you go to masjid early, you will get a prize. Okay, so sometimes if it has a condition and then it's a so sometimes it use if and then statement. So it can be used, it can affect both the fail. Okay, lam gives a past tense meaning did not, despite the fact that it comes only before fail mudare, which I just explained. Also, know that lamma can come before fail madi. Okay, okay. In this case, it means when and has no effect on fail. So what they're saying that this harf, lightest harf and the light harf, you may see them also in the Quran. I mean, obviously you will see them, not you may. I mean, there are examples in the Quran that they used, and the next word is a past tense. You may think, what is the effect? There's no effect on that. So the harf, the light and the lightest harf for fail only affect present tense, but they can be used with the past tense, but the past tense have no effect on them. No effect on them. Okay, so that's what it's saying here. For example, so in tansurullaha yansurukum, if you aid Allah. So tansuru, see the in is tansurun, it should be tansuruna, the una, but this is the lightest form. Okay, lightest form. So in tansur, and it's not ina, it's in actually, the typing mistake, it's not ina, it's in. So in tansurun Allah, if you, all of you, help Allah, meaning if you aid Allah, yansurukum, okay, he will help all of you. Okay, so if you aid Allah, so notice that the in is affecting two words. Okay, so yansur also, look at this, yansur is also become lightest here. Okay, so one harf, one lightest harf is affecting two fail mudare. Okay, tansuru and yansuru. Is it clear? Okay, another example, lamma yazuku azab, lamma yazuku azab. So ya is giving, ya is present tense obviously. Yazuku, so what was there actually? Yazukuna. Okay, so the which version is that? Is home version. Yazukuna, but the noon get dropped out because of lamma is the lightest harf, and yazukuna, light and lightest is the same. So this is the lightest. Azabi. Okay. So lamma. So they have not yet tested my punishment. My punishment. Okay. Actually, azabi. Here there's a alif maksud got dropped out from the printout. I think azabi means my punishment. Okay. It's a mudaf and mudaf ilayh. Um, fal yastajibu li wal yu'minu bi. Fal means then should. Fal means then should. Yastajibu. Yastajibu means them. Tajibu means to ask. Okay, like mean to they should respond. It's to in Bengali we say jabab. Jawab dewa, right? So yastajibu is the same word. Okay, in Urdu also there is the same thing. Yastajibu, right? So uh, fal yastajibu. So then they should respond to me. Li means this li is li for half of jar li. Okay, la for and ana li. So they should respond to me or for me. Both meaning is fine. Wa wal yu'minu bi, and they should believe in me. And they should believe in me. Okay. So fal and wal both has been used, and both has been used with the lightest font. Okay. Is that clear, everyone? Okay. Let's go. I think I have some time. So let's go some light harf again, some of the example. For example, let's look at the last one. See, kai nusabbihaka kasira. Kai nusabbihaka kasira. So that we can glorify you a lot. This kai come from likai. And all of this example from the Quranic ayah. So this is from the kai nusabbihaka is from Surah Taha. It's in the first page of Surah Taha. When the story of Musa alayhi salam and his brother Harun alayhi salam. Okay, so I think it's ayah number 25 or 26, something like this. Yeah, so you can find them. And it's been used many times in other places also. Kai nusabbihaka kasira. Okay, so that nusabbihaka, nusabbi, nu is nahnu, right? Nusabbihaka, and nusabbiha because it's light. Nahnu, it should be nusabbihu, but nusabbiha is a light form. So nusabbihaka. Okay. So that we can glorify you. Kasiran is the Lord. Okay. Kul, lai, it sounds like lai, but it's lan. Okay. Yanfa'ukumul firar. Say, kul means say. Fleeing, fleeing. Al-firaru means to flee from the battlefield. Al-firaru is the noun. Will not benefit you all. Will not. So lan is will not. Okay, this is the in future. Okay. Wa anzalna ilayka zikra litubayyana linnasi. Okay. Wa anzalna means we send down. That's the past tense. We send anzalna. Okay, that's the past tense. The reminder, the zikra, so that li tubayyana, meaning to clarify. Okay, to clarify for the people. Okay. And same here, yuridu an yukhaffifakum min ardikum. Okay, he wants to expel you all from your land. An means to. So this is the to expel. Okay, to expel. He wants to expel you from all from this one. Okay, so this is in short is today's lesson. So we talked about the two forms of the present tense, the light and the lightest form, and why does it become light and lightest? Because of the harf. How many harf? 10 harf. 4 for light and 6 for lightest. There are others also, but for our level, we kept it with a small bunch. Those are not very much used, so we don't bring it in our basic level, of course. Okay, we leave it for the advanced level, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, so basically in present tense, this is what we talked about. So 2 lessons in present tense. We talked about the iya beginning, ta beginning. That's the pronouns set of it, and then we talked about the 2 different form. Okay, light and lightest. Okay, there's another form also, and which we're going to talk about inshallah next week or maybe the week after, that is heavy and the heaviest, and that is also used a lot in the Quran. So in present tense we have light and lightest, we have heavy and heaviest, but for heavy and heaviest there's no harf. There are some reasons for that, and that's easier, much easier. You don't have to remember the harf for. There's no harf for that, and we're gonna go in there when the time is due, inshallah ta'ala. So if you have any question, you can ask me now. If not, then please forgive me because I just have to jump onto my work again. And inshallah, we keep it the same time tomorrow, next week. And jazakallah khairan. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik ashhadu an la ilaha anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. And inshallah, I will upload this video, if not tomorrow, maybe the day after, and send you the PDF, inshallah ta'ala. Okay. So you all have a good time, inshallah ta'ala. We meet again and next Wednesday. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.